when I finally set my reminder so I can watch live, I set a reminder on my phone to go off every week. And literally the week that I did that is when you guys didn't do them.
We did miss a few.
Yeah.
Can you guys see it? Is it freezing or what? Or is it frozen, I mean?
I'm talking on Facebook?
Yeah.
Let me look and see.
So we are live. Well, we're recording. It's going to go live at 9:05. I guess I could just start it now.
Oh my gosh, that's 4 minutes.
And we're here.
That's
How
4
about
minutes
that?
that we have to go to the audio version to get.
What?
We'll make the first 4 minutes are exclusive to audio. So, not that anybody gives a shit.
Edit schedule. I'm afraid to go in here and fuck with too much stuff.
Let's just warm up. We'll just do our stretches.
Just set it to right now. Okay, no, I didn't. I don't know how to do that. So.
It got me. It says starting in 2 minutes 30 seconds, going live.
All right. Well, we're just pre-gaming here. You got a beer? Jorel's not working or something.
Yeah, I can't because I'm going back to work after this.
What does that mean?
He's playing hooky from work to do the podcast, bro.
Yeah.
What do you do? What's work?
I think I got. Hold on, I don't multitask well. I got TJ, Ryan Rossler. I think I got everybody else. There's one more. I'm trying not to leave out my buddies. I told them I'd send them the link.
Sweet.
They're all my coworkers that I left to do this. So. But yeah.
Yeah, why did you disappear?
I guess it shuts down.
Oh, because you're sending texts?
Yeah.
Ah.
I'll literally be a few seconds. And
This guy.
He's okay.
This guy. So anyway, let's do the, I guess we'll have to do the ads once it goes live.
There you go.
Turn it sideways.
You can see me now. Well, I was wondering if it would flip me.
No, it'll make you full screen.
You're upside
Come
down.
on, bro. You do video stuff?
Now you can see my rig.
You do video stuff?
Yeah, I know. I should be so much better at it.
So, you know that if you run your phone vertical, then it's just a skinny shot.
Yeah. But see, like, I know for the longest time, Instagram, at least like on the stories and shit, if you turn your phone sideways and took a picture, the picture would be all sideways. Like the app doesn't adapt to twisting your phone.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought Hangouts might do.
Because Instagram is made to be run vertical. Like, remember how Facebook used to be run horizontal on your phone? And then one day they just made it so that it's vertical if you're on a mobile.
I didn't know that because I don't Facebook very good.
Very well. God.
Very well.
Sure, flankers.
Excuse me.
Don't worry. I'm still working out bits about people talking shit on punctuation and stuff. Drives me nuts. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, so you're probably super sharp on it right now, then, huh?
No, I'm still working that bit out. I'm trying to. So we should be live now. What's up, everybody? We are on Two Wheel Tuesday podcast number 69. Did you know that?
69.
We wanted to get
Lucky.
Ronnie Mac, but I admittedly did zero effort to try to make that happen. I was pretty sure that it was out of our league of attaining. So.
Like any good guy.
I was pretty sure I was a backup plan anyways for you guys.
No, I actually contacted you first.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I contacted you
I'm
first.
still honored either way.
Sorry. Everybody's very excited talking. Yeah, because we're out of practice, Nick.
I don't. Yeah, I'm out of the loop. How long has it been? Let me check any podcast app
I bet
and see.
it's been a month and a half.
Holy shit. My
The
phone.
last one I see was August. I don't know if the shit's in order.
August.
On Facebook. I go on the Facebook and I'm trying to find the podcast and to like have the link saved so I can get to them quick. And the highest thing said August something. I'm like, there's no way.
Something ain't right.
September,
Yes,
October, there's just into November.
But
that may be right. 2 months.
Really? That would have been. That's fucking summer. Let me see here.
So was August the last one?
I don't know. We're gonna sort that out right now.
Maybe.
This is one of the things I meant to do before this thing, but we don't. That preparation's not.
Yeah.
Not
If we prepared, what would we do during the show, Nick?
It look like idiots talking and getting our points across.
Just talking about stuff.
I thought not prepared is just y'all's intro.
Yeah,
That's our thing.
Getting prepared is the intro.
It's the charm of the show, right, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our own little niche. That's it. Well, so the last podcast that got uploaded to Google Play or iTunes is number 66, and that was September 5th. That's not too bad.
So that was September 5th, and there's 2 that I didn't upload.
Yeah, so we only missed, I don't know. We're dirt bikers.
Terrible.
Yeah. I've been slacking hard.
It's hard, dude.
I'm going to spend all day tomorrow just straightening the podcast out, it looks like.
Oh. All right.
That's good.
And where do we go? Because legitimately, I felt stupid trying to like find the main source. Because I always watch the YouTube playbacks. I'll let them play while I'm doing stuff. But getting the live one, I honestly had an issue. And maybe it's because I'm dumb with social media and whatever. I had an issue getting to y'all's direct link to know, hey, it's 6 o'clock on Tuesday. I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't get that set up.
So since I've never watched it, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah. Well,
I know.
I was thinking I have a couple people.
On the audio version, you can find it on Google Play or iTunes or like I use Podcast Addict, but it's somewhere on YouTube.
Okay.
Watch it.
So you could
No, he's
do
talking
any
about.
of those. Like I use Google Play. So if you just search Two Wheel Tuesday on Google Play podcast, it'll pull it up. It'll pull up the old ones at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should. Let's see. Two Wheels to Freedom podcast. That's what it looks like on Google Play.
Two Wheels to Freedom. Okay.
I can't get that thing to focus.
Hopefully everybody else's screen was clearer than mine.
So that's how it pulls up. That's how you find it. Is Two Wheels of Freedom podcast. I put that in somewhere. That's got to be in the Apple deal. I'm gonna have to go.
It's called. Look at Two Wheels to Freedom podcast.
Yeah, that's what I named it originally, and then I titled it Two Wheel Tuesday podcast everywhere. But that's like in the that must be in the feed. My issue also with the feed is when I go onto my actual I guess this is just behind the scenes. When I go in there, it says there's 200 fucking podcasts because they imported somebody else's podcast into my set. So it's like really weird.
Yeah.
You're on the conspiracy theory, so they're hurting us. That's what's happening.
That's why we're not getting any money.
Yep.
From the
You mentioned Trump one time, and they shut us down.
That's right.
One time. Let's see.
Well, see, that's what. Or I was gonna say maybe if you have that many podcasts under your thing, do you get like extra points for it? Maybe you'll get promoted because you have so many.
There's no point system or promotion system, unfortunately.
Worth a shot. Here, I'm gonna show you how to get it. Can you see the tab, Clint?
Let me pull you up.
Just type 2+2. Is it up?
Yep.
Am I supposed to be doing that?
Can you
Well,
see this?
he's telling you how to find it. You asked the question, bruh.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, but
Go down. Let's see how many are on there. Are
there's
there
71. Son of a bitch.
71?
71.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot.
it's so funny because like I do like the editing I do and like freaking I build websites and whatever, but I can't figure out a phone. 'Cause-
What websites have you built?
Well, I built mine. I built one a long time ago, and then I guess you can't say you built it because what am I using? They kind of make it easy now.
Well, like
Squarespace is what I use. Yeah.
That's what my site is.
But like you figure out how to do all that. But like I'm not looking at any link. You said you just put something up on
Well,
here.
you might not see it, but it should be like on the live feed. I'm afraid to open tabs.
Listen, nobody wants to hear us talk about how we can't find the fucking podcast on Facebook. All right?
That's fine.
I subscribe.
Yeah, let's move on. But I thought there'd be a box, like I thought there were like messages and whatever where people could comment, and I don't see that on mine.
There is.
On the fucking Facebook page.
Then you're not watching the live one. Yeah, take us
In
step by step to the Facebook page, Nick.
I'm posting it right now.
No, do it on your computer so we can watch you do it.
Oh, you want? Oh,
One tutorial.
This is a terrible beginning.
This is a horrible podcast, right?
I'd say this is one of our best beginnings yet. So.
About dirt bikes.
Yeah.
People are. This is like.
Tune in so we can explain to Jorel how to see
Yeah, exactly.
the podcast
That he's on.
that he's on right now.
Yeah.
I love it.
12 minutes. 12 minutes of trying to explain to you how to watch the podcast.
Okay.
No, we're doing it. We're doing it right now. So suck it, Jorel. All right. I think I'm doing it. I spoke too soon. You see that?
Whoa.
I don't know if Jorel can, but the live feed can watch it. Share it. Copy it. Oh shit, I started one. And I posted it. So go to the Facebook. Go to the 2 Wheels to Freedom Facebook page.
Why are we getting all echoey now?
It's muted.
Oh, because you got the. You got the.
Oh.
Can you.
You guys laughing. There we go. I'm out.
Can you. Holy shit.
This is awesome.
I had to turn you guys down.
You
Yo,
gotta work.
you sent us down a fucking
There we
rabbit
go.
hole.
There you go. Boom.
Hey, we're good now though. I got the live feed up. I can
Dude,
read stuff.
Nick, you
My
just
friends are on here.
you just sent us down a rabbit hole, dude.
I saw that. When I clicked on that link, I was casting my whole screen and it went. You almost got sucked in.
I felt like I did. Yo, it started echoing on me real bad, and then I'm just like, holy shit.
You were about to merge.
Did you hear? I was trying to roll with it.
I did
I was
hear
trying
you.
to make y'all a cool intro. Did you hear me?
I know, yeah, I started laughing harder.
No, I muted my whole screen. I'm like, nobody's talking. I did something wrong.
Now you're replaying.
I'm replaying?
I thought you guys were good. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Talking shit. All right.
I'm kidding.
So,
This is
I
the
thought you
most
were waiting to
confusing
hear us or
podcast
something.
ever, for sure.
It's the most fun podcast.
I'm trying to make sure that's not me with that.
With what?
He's hearing something we're not.
You,
Yeah, we don't
nothing
hear.
sounds weird to you guys?
No, you.
Oh.
Other than you, no.
So I brought it up on Facebook, right? And now I hear like a playback.
Yeah,
Oh,
because it's playing.
that's like
'cause
calling into the radio and listening to the radio
Yeah.
and fucking in the car.
Yeah, why don't you turn your computer down?
Except we can't hear it, so we can't yell at you.
My computer's not on.
Okay,
It's
so
in
you
my
got it pulled up
backpack.
on your phone, so that's
Okay,
why
stop.
we can't see you?
God, I just want to move on with this because I'm just holding everything up right now. All right, we're good.
All right.
See, but now I can't see what people are doing.
Yeah, get off of the live thing.
You got 2 more.
Because all we got is your logo right now.
How do people usually do this? Just like this?
Just like this. They just talk to us.
I can't read anybody's comments. Okay, that's y'all's job anyways, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
Nick
sometimes-
will read us some comments.
Okay. Here we go.
Man,
I'm good. Breathe.
Keegan Hitchcock is laughing at us about
We're good now.
feedback.
That's my sister.
Let's hear Dylan Fugger. Do I have some stories for you about Jorel evil?
No, I wasn't asking you to read them all. I'm scared. I'm scared now with the people that are on.
Yeah, your
The
friends
people that are on right there commenting. I'm a little bit scared of the things they could say.
I'm gonna tell them to get on fucking Google Hangouts and call in.
Do it. It'll be fun. Might be at my expense, but it'll be fun.
what are you doing
Dylan,
with this bike behind you with hand guards and grab holes?
I did one GP race with it. Yeah.
With grab holes.
No, there was some, that conversion kit you get called packing cape? Put over your airbox so that it's a race bike again?
No.
He needed like more intake.
That's what I do.
Enough.
I put packing tape over the airbox to do the race.
Got it.
So I didn't get mud right in there. But yeah, I did one race. I wanted to start racing again, like, consistently. And it was a freaking blast. But I end up, luckily, I'm booking more shows. I'm doing shows on the East Coast a lot. So I decided to keep both of these bikes freestyle. And now this one's going to go over to the East Coast. So I could ride my own bike when I do a show over there.
Hey, you need an announcer? Are you booking shit or are you just riding for people?
I'm just riding. Yeah. I've been riding because with work, which I ignored your question earlier about work. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I can only take about like less than a week off per month to do shows. So I can only do like one per month. Yeah.
So what do you
as
do?
long as I'm still in. So I'm in the Navy. I joined the Navy, and I work on aircraft. So basically, we'll keep it simple with that. I work on airplanes.
Why wouldn't you work on boats?
Because you could say I dodged that bullet, luckily. But yeah, I get to be on land. I'm in the Navy, and I'm not even like close to water.
Isn't
Granted,
the Navy, like the second biggest air force on the planet? I heard that somewhere. I wouldn't doubt it.
I can't tell you that stuff. Yeah, I don't know those
You guys say
statistics and crap.
it's classified.
Yeah. Secret
No, it's
stuff.
not cool. But
Did you
classified.
say what? It's classified.
All right, cool. We'll take that.
It's top secret. I'll get taken out if I share too much.
So are you AWOL right now?
That sounds dangerous to say. Not AWOL. They know where I am. They're tuned in. Yeah, but they're cool enough. Luckily, my coworkers and stuff, they're pretty cool with the riding and what I'm doing with the hardwired moto and all that stuff. So they told me it's cool if I came home for this.
So are they there wrenching on boats while you're at home?
Not on boats,
On airboats?
but on airplanes,
Airboats.
pretty much.
If it's it's airboats.
Airboats, not airboats. Not airboats.
Flying boats.
Just airplanes. all air. No boat. No water.
Water blimps, Clint. Water blimps.
Do you have any that have the float things on the bottom that they can land on water?
No. I don't think.
I'm very disappointed here.
I don't know if I've even seen that. I don't even know if the Navy
They don't
has
even
that.
exist. They're not even
Yeah,
real.
because the Navy has. You got aircraft carriers, so planes just land on the carrier
That's true.
through the water.
That's true. A
So,
little floating. They have
then they go where they want.
They have a floating city that they just land on.
Pretty
It's
much.
just a fighter jet with like
Exactly.
pontoons underneath it.
That would be sick. And the pontoons are little bombs too, in case they need to drop them.
Just eject. Get the fuck out.
Dual function. So then, if the pontoons were their bombs, they wouldn't land if they let off a bomb.
Well, they'd have to obviously have like landing gear after that if they needed.
Well, shit, Jorel, you should know this. Clint's got to tell you all about your job.
I know. I should. But
have you ever been on a aircraft carrier?
yeah, I deployed on one, so I spent a lot of time on one. Nick, I'm trying to be. I don't want to talk too much about fucking Navy and
Well, we don't really care about dirt
all
bikes.
that. I'm not trying to blow that up. I kind of been somewhat keep it on the down low. I don't advertise the
It's
fact
too
that I'm
late.
Navy
All
because of I know.
all 20 of our watchers know now.
Yeah, and and 15 of those are my buddies that are
Also in the Navy. Nobody found out through this podcast. 0 people found out through this podcast.
No, but so yeah, I deployed on an aircraft carrier. So for 9 months, I was out there on an aircraft carrier.
Is it
And it legitimately is a city on the water.
Is it so big it doesn't even like rock that bad? Do you have to get like your sea legs?
Yeah, it doesn't rock as bad as the smaller ones do, but it still rocks. A lot of people get seasick and freaking
Did you ever get seasick?
thrown up and all that stuff. No, I was pretty good about it.
Once,
Honestly, like when you're going to bed too, it's kind of nice. It's like to me, it just like rocks me to sleep.
yeah, and those other people
Yeah,
are just
like
like,
that.
I can't stop. Why won't this stop?
Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, Rangers just tied it up. Tied it up, boys. Tied it up. In the third.
What is Rangers? What sport is that?
Thanks, Nick.
It's hockey. New York Rangers.
Hockey. The beginning of the end of the season, because hockey's
It
basically
just
got like
started.
a week off.
It just started.
Who are they playing?
Some losers. No, I don't know. It's a Canadian team, but I can't.
The Maple Leafs?
No, it's a C with an H in it.
The other Canadian team?
The other Canadian team, the red, white, and blue Canadian team.
Calgary?
Nope.
So you said hockey?
The other one. Yeah, hockey. That's
But it's hockey?
That's the only
Okay.
sport I watch other than motocross. Legitimately, the only.
I can
thing.
dig it. Just, I know there was a lot of football shit going on.
Don't give a fuck.
I thought you were watching football, but
Don't give.
Yeah.
Don't
Word.
give.
I honestly, I can appreciate all of them, like a little bit, like, yeah, it's all hard and, you know, they all got their skills, but yeah, I don't follow any.
Yeah.
I suck at following moto. I
Yeah.
suck at following moto, though. Like,
Yeah.
the races, I didn't watch every race this season. I'm like, I'm a terrible fan.
That I'm pretty good. There was a time when I was doing freestyle a lot that I didn't really catch up with everything, but especially now that I haven't been away doing shows, I've pretty much watched every single race, even the European races, even the MXGPs, because
No shit.
we have the TV package that has whatever channel it gets played on, and I just have it set up to record motocross. So actually, it just when Villapoto went over, I started watching, and then Caroli was going for number 9, so then I started watching that, and now I'm like, I like the Euro races as well. And it just happened to record it on the DVR because it has motocross in the title. So that's kind of, I lucked into having
Yeah.
it.
So, but you started watching it because of Villapoto, or did you just watch it because it got recorded?
No, I started watching
you did
because
the
of
articles.
Villapoto. Yeah, I got
Okay.
into it when Villapoto went, which was
Okay, so you did actually look for it.
yeah, which
I
was
gotcha.
yeah. But then it happened to I went through one time and I was just like the following season, and I was like, oh shit, it's on TV. So then I just started watching it every week.
I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I have no DVR, so I miss it. And then Clint just brags about it, and I barely know who Caroli and Kermit are, and that's about it. He's like,
I hear you guys talking about, or I heard Clint talking about the NBC Sports Gold or whatever package.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
That's
pretty dope, because I don't have cable. I watched Netflix and YouTube, and then that to watch the races. I got that.
I wish they would do something like that with Supercross. Like WTF, man. You know, give me Supercross like that instead of.
Well, you know what I did? I get Sling TV. It's $25 a month, and then you get FX 1 and 2.
What?
Yeah, and it's got DVR built in.
Dude, are we gonna sling?
Hey.
Are we about to sling right now, Nick?
Jorel, you need a beer.
Yeah, I would, but I can't.
You're lying to us.
Works watching, bro.
You know, see, it's even worse though, because not only I left work to come here, but they're all watching too, so it's not like I could just do whatever.
Which one's your boss?
Granted, they're all pretty cool. They probably wouldn't even care, but I'm not gonna do that.
Because the one guy said, "I'm your boss. You can drink, Jorel." So I don't know what that is. You just wrote that in. It's in
that's why I need to see that. How can I?
It's in
Look,
writing.
now he has to go and look now. All of a sudden his phone starts twisting around. Oh, shit.
Well, now, see, then it's going to start that echo thing.
Yeah, no, don't even look. Just blame it. It's in writing.
Yeah.
Also, Dylan would like to see an airboat. So he could live swamp life.
He wants to see an airboat, or he wants an airboat?
He said, I'd love an airboat so I could live swamp life. He wants to get them gators.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
The swamp.
See, do they they don't have airboats in Idaho? Dylan? He's from Idaho.
Idaho. They probably
would
not have those.
Where are you at, Jorel? Where are you stationed?
I feel like there would be those somewhere. Where what?
I don't think.
Where are you fixing planes at?
I'm in California. We're in Ridgecrest.
Witchcraft, huh?
If you know it, yeah. It's east of Bakersfield.
It's beautiful this time.
Yeah, I say it like that because nobody ever knows what Ridgecrest is unless they're military.
It's beautiful this time of year, isn't it?
Honestly, it's too cold already.
Silence.
It's not bad. No, we're surrounded by mountains and shit. Like, I appreciate that, going outside, and you could always see the distance and fucking mountaintops and whatnot. And I think it's pretty cool looking, but it's a lot of dirt. It's desert. It's definitely desert. So it's just brown dirt everywhere.
So Jorel's in the desert repairing alien spaceships. For the
Yeah.
What's wrong with that one?
What do you know?
Good rumor to get going around there.
What do you know?
Shouldn't even have said anything.
Are they fluoriding our water, Jorel? Are they fluoriding?
Did I say I was in the Navy? I work in the oil fields.
He's a Navy SEAL. He's a Navy SEAL.
Oh man.
Is the Earth flat?
I don't know
round?
anything.
Yeah, tell us. Spill the beans.
You ever had one of your airboats
See, I
just
can't
drive
make
off
out
the
half
end
of
of
the
the
shit
Earth?
you're asking me right now.
Hey,
We're just panicking.
hey, has one of the airboats ever driven off the end of the Earth? Just falling down around Australia?
Back to the airboats.
They flew or floated, whichever, out to the end, and then they just fell off the Earth and they ended up underneath by Australia.
The Earth base.
I don't know what to say to that. I'm hearing you in syllables.
Did you realize
Oakley
that?
says hi.
Did you realize that Australia is on the bottom, like dirt and rooty side of Earth? You know,
Hold
like
on.
the top is nice and green with mountains and stuff, and then the underneath is just like brown with roots hanging out, and that's where Australia is.
Like he can't hear us now. He's faking it.
He knows.
I don't know. And let's see if it gets better. I realized that I came home, I was like, for good internet, right? But I'm on my phone and I didn't even have Wi-Fi turned on.
Well,
Oh
you
my
just
God.
went up on a couple of DPIs there.
So, okay. Like I hear you better. If you want to repeat what you just said, I'll do my best
I said
to make
that.
up an answer.
I said that we are up top on the green surface of the Earth, and New Zealand and Australia is underneath, where it's like it comes down like to a point kind of, and it's all just dirt, and there's roots sticking out of it, and that's where Australia and New Zealand are. They're underneath the green side.
Look I attached a picture of it, Clint.
Are they?
Let me see.
You see
That's
clearly Australia.
exactly. They are down there, and by there's roots sticking through too, though.
How come I can't see this picture?
Click
Probably
on.
Is that normal?
Your government ISP is blocking it.
There you go. That's the one right there.
That's it right there. That's
I'm
what
about to switch to my computer.
God, this
I'm going to try
guy.
that.
Oh, here you go. This one's more accurate.
This
for
guy.
sure.
Yeah, the Earth is on the backs of elephants, on the back of a turtle.
That's a older mammoth.
For you guys on audio, just imagine this. The Earth is a disc, okay? And it's being held up by elephants with big tusks. And they are walking on the back of a giant sea turtle that is swimming through the fucking universe.
Yeah. I think that's as simple as it gets.
That's obviously the truth.
You
Go
can't
two
fathom
over.
that.
Go two over where there's a unicorn holding the Earth up or something.
That's a cat unicorn.
Dude, I'm so lost right now. I'm not even going to lie.
But here's Jorel with the flashlight.
We were talking about airboats in the military, and then we were talking about Australia, and now we're talking about unicorns.
Jorel is on the left here with the flashlight, providing the sun. This is what he does in the Navy, people. And on the right here, this guy with the goatee is his boss. Guy's online that's like, yeah, you can have a beer.
He flies the Navy Sunshine Airboat that is going around to convince people that it's the morning.
Hey, is that why we do daylight savings time, so you can sleep an extra hour, or what?
Yeah, he's got to refuel. Sorry, Jorel.
We work hard. We need more rest.
The 69th podcast is just going off like.
Well, the problem is that with it being colder, they have to run heaters in the Sunshine Airboat, so it burns a lot more fuel.
Hey, your buddy Dylan says if Clint agrees to go in half on the airboat, he'll drive it off the
I'm riding with you in that for sure. We're going to visit Australia on our airboat. We just have to find the edge of the Earth. Seems simple.
Dylan says that the flat Earth has it's like a deep dish pizza, so the crust keeps you from
Inside,
falling.
it's like a pool, like a big concrete pool. Basically,
Yeah,
we're
that's one of
stuck
those blue ones
inside
at
of.
Walmart.
That's a good theory. It's
Bounce
actually-
off the crust bumper.
It's actually, the Earth is actually, instead of being a sphere, it's convex. No,
Or instead of the
concave. Concave, right? Convex is bowed out.
Well, he's the plane technician. Tell us.
It's convex.
What the Earth is? What does being a plane technician have to do with the Earth?
No, I was talking about it being dish. If
the
it's
sun around. Look, it's classified again.
Damn it. These guys.
That shirt,
All right.
Well,
The shirt?
yeah,
Yes.
it's, the Bennett.
Yep. and he only had white.
Yeah, that's
So I had
you
no
did that to
choice.
me too.
And I'm not good at owning white shirts
Oh, pizza
at
sauce.
all.
I'm with you.
You know, the first one I wore, like I got 3 different shirts. They're all white. The first one I wore was at that GP race. It's mud color now.
I was gonna say it's a horrible idea.
Yeah. And then this one, I'm lazy with the freaking laundry too, so I wash it with everything else. So this one's already getting like a lot less white.
I'm gonna go grab another beer. You guys talk about your
Yeah,
dirty
yeah.
clothes.
That's why I'm doing this, so I can spill on it. I got my 2 wheels to freedom.
I need something though.
You what?
I'm gonna get some water and we'll make believe it's beer.
Alright. As long as you shotgun it, it'll be okay. Jorel, I think we did 2 shows together, right?
Dude, I can't remember.
I know. I think it
I
was
feel kind of like an ass.
I feel like me, you, and Jake Coombs did one. Remember that real small arena? They wanted you to flip, and you're like, we were only jumping like 45 feet.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, we were jumping like 45. It was like a circle arena on marble.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to flip, like 45 feet and then right into a hallway.
Yeah. And I don't even know why I did that fucking monster. I was in Illinois somewhere.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, driving in the snow to get there, I think.
I think, didn't me, you, and Jason Rowe do one on a football field? Were you there on that one? No, wait.
I don't remember.
I think Jason was bringing the ramps for the one with the small little stadium.
I remember something in a football field. I don't remember. Honestly, I can't remember any of the riders. Does that sound dick?
Maybe we only did that one together.
Hey, shut your share off, Nick.
Fine. It is no more.
Then it'll go back to switching back and forth between you guys, but otherwise, I don't know how to get it to do that.
Hey, Clint, you're getting called out for drinking Zima by Jorel's buddies.
It's smoked ale, the Gunslinger boy, made in New Jersey. Sigmeister Brewing. It's a little smoky.
I had a smoked beer one time. It was it tasted like sausage.
The smoke is real in this thing.
Yeah?
It's smoked. Let's see what the percentage is.
Jorel just got a bottle of fluorinated water. He's going to pretend it's beer.
It's beer. Let me just take a drink of my beer.
It's a 6.3%.
It's not beer, it's straight just liquor. I'm just taking shots of Jim Beam
You guys
on the side. I don't want to advertise it though.
Psychopath. Mine's a 6.7, Clint.
Ooh.
I just remember.
What was?
Mine's 6.3.
Yeah, 5 is like the kind of like a standard, and that's not like too bad.
4.8 or something.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had? It's in Gainesville, so you all know. I know you know freaking Travis. I was over there with Travis, Team FMX, and he freaking has a local brew there that he drinks. Big Nose. You ever had that?
Why do you have to bring it
Dude,
up, Jorel?
Sounds
because it would knock me the hell out. Like, he gave me one, and I could hardly finish it. I'm a lightweight anyways, but that shit, it was like, I think it was like 7% or something like that.
So that was like a heavy.
It was up there.
For you?
Yeah. I'm like a 2 beer a night. I'm really a 1 beer a night kind of guy. Unless I'm feeling really saucy, then I'll have like a little more.
You should have like 4 sips out of a beer right now so you can get loose.
Tell him. Wait, Jorel. Dylan says he outranks you, and that you have to have a beer.
I need a bottle opener.
Use your teeth. He
No,
said you.
no, never mind. That's really only he'll get that. But Okay.
He said use your vagina.
Use my vagina?
Yeah.
I'm caving.
Wait.
Hold on.
I clicked on the link.
Yeah, when you open.
Wow, Dylan said drink loser in all caps. Did Jorel run away?
All right. Hey, we can cuss on here, right? Can we? I don't.
Fucking A.
I mean, do kids even tune in? I like to be like, a good influence on kids.
We don't like kids.
Well, fuck it. All right, here.
Ah, there we go.
Fuck it.
The only kids on this show are Nick's.
Cause I can feel myself all awkward sitting in the chair and stuff like this. So I need to relax.
The only kids on this show are Nick's, and they've already seen it all. So
Yeah, I like this peer pressure. How effective it was.
I wanted one the whole time, but I'll wait an hour before I do anything, so I'll be good.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
We just got a touchdown.
Goal!
Oh no, it was. Is it just a
Is that
replay?
what they do for hockey?
No, that's Latino guys.
Oh.
What do they
Is
call
that a 3-pointer?
You got the.
Did he get a 3-pointer then?
Yeah. Yep, he got it from the 3-point line, boy.
Field goal.
Only 2.5 minutes left. They just took the lead, son. I know you guys don't give a shit. Sorry.
I don't even know what game's on.
Montreal Canadiens, that's who they're playing. They're playing
Hockey's
Canada.
actually the only sport I've ever played,
Oh, yeah?
What?
other than moto.
Where did you grow up?
So I know a tiny bit about it, but I don't ever really watch it.
Where'd you grow up?
Miami, Florida.
And you played
Roller hockey.
Okay.
Roller hockey.
Okay.
That's funny, I literally just talked
Miami.
about this to my friend, earlier today, I think. I just found out he played hockey. I'm like, it was roller hockey, so it's not like real hockey, I guess, but it's still hockey.
I mean, the rules are all the same and stuff, so... But I was just like, how in the hell in Miami did you... Oh, they just scored again, son!
Goal! I just like saying goal like that. I always thought that was fun. I want to watch soccer just to hear that when they score.
Well, you gotta wait like an hour.
Well, just watch fucking hockey and just do that.
Right. Oh, yeah. Too much forehead. Hey!
Too much for
So I took my hat off, but my buddies were making fun of me about having a big forehead, but
Mine goes halfway back.
you took care of that for me.
You got all the forehead.
I don't feel so bad now.
My forehead goes to the back of my head, so I wouldn't sweat it.
Yeah.
Couple of foreheads.
Hey, Clint, so what was it? It's one of the other podcasts I was watching or whatever. I pulled up a clip, looked up the video of me and you flipping. Trying to flip for the first time. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that after one of the podcasts.
Okay, so I need
And
to
yeah, I still appreciate it.
I need to find
I'll
it.
share it.
Yeah, we need to find it. And Nick, so we were down at Chuck's, and I had been working on the flip for a while. I'd actually flipped to dirt in fall, and then are you here, Nick?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm searching.
Okay. I flipped. Javier made the video, so he had posted it.
I already found it, dude.
Okay, yeah. So I had flipped in fall, then I crashed doing like a double grab, and then I didn't flip again until spring. So I'd gone down to Chuck's to start flipping again, and Jorel came down there, and then Jorel starts flipping in the pit and goes from like mini bike, flip heel clickers like in the pit to fucking big bike to flip heel clickers on the big bike in like a couple of days. So he's just talking shit and talking shit. And
Was I?
yeah, you were like, oh dude, you've been doing this for so long. You're like, I'm just gonna come in here. I'm gonna do it. It's easy, man. So we were fucking. That's why we were gave you so much shit. So.
I don't remember talking that much shit, but
Yeah.
I remember, I was getting kind of cocky. That's why they made me go up, because I did like the heel clicker, and they're like, all right, fucking no more, go to the big bike.
Yeah.
Oh, 75.
The first
Okay.
chink in his armor is when he goes, hey, we're first gonna get ready to go to dirt. He goes, what do you want to go to dirt at? I'm like, we've been flipping 75 for a fucking like 3 days. I'm like, we're flipping 75, and his face dropped, and I was like, so that's when I was like, okay, I don't know, but he's starting to think about it now. So then we set up a ramp we bought mulch, a load of mulch, and we mulched the landing, and then we set the ramp up to it. And there's 2 ramps out there, so I'd hit the one as the setup, to just think about it, and then I'd turn and hit this ramp that we're setting up right here.
Can you see this, Jorel?
Yeah. I got my laptop up now, so I can see it.
Good to go.
Jorel
Sick.
did one-hander.
Dude,
Damn.
that happened. I went out there like 3 damn times. I'm going to flip today. Today's the day. I'm going to do it.
Was this at
I'm
Camp
going to do it
Chuck?
today.
Yeah,
And then
this
I
is
did.
Chuck's house.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
So Jorel's like, I'm going first. And I said, okay. I said, but if you jump it more than like 5 times and don't flip it, I said, I'm coming out because I'm ready to go. I'm not waiting. And he was like giving me shit. And then he like started hitting it.
I didn't even know.
I gave him 9 hits. He didn't flip, and then I hit it like 2 times and went. But I'd also flipped before, and I was like over it.
How many speed checks, though?
Who?
You know,
You, Clint.
I was kind of on the mission then, so I had this other jump to hit.
Oh.
So I did my loop 3 times, or 4 times. I hit the setup jump, then I hit the jump to the flip landing, like 2 or 3 times, and then I flipped it. Cause I was literally just had it in my head like I was over it. I jump off on that one.
Bail on that?
Yeah. Chuck's
That's
like, what
funny,
did I
like-
say? And I was like, don't bail off.
How old are you guys at this point in history?
This has got to be like what? When does it say it was uploaded?
I moved out there in 07.
That's when I
I
think
think
this
I was like about to turn 20. So, but that's, I don't
was
think I started to
27.
flip. You were 27?
Yeah.
I think, did I miss it? Did you say what year that was?
I
I was a
think
kid. That's the finger. Thanks,
Javier. Javier was calling Jorel a pussy.
I had to be like 20, 21, 22, I would think.
No, 2007, see?
It was 2007.
Yeah.
How old are you now, Jorel?
A little kid. 31.
Damn, you've already done all that, did the Navy, and back doing freestyle.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting back to doing freestyle.
What'd you do with your life,
I'm-
Nick? Have babies?
See, I did the ready-made family thing is what they call it.
Yeah.
Pre-made.
He went from no kids
Yeah.
to 2.
Played the stepdad thing. Yeah.
He's like, it's look okay, I'll take them.
But yeah,
I could
so
see.
divorced now. That's why I have time for these again.
What? We don't get into that. Well, it's good. You got time to ride then, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's its own deal. But yeah, pretty much that's what this is all about. I'm getting back to where I belong. Like, I belong doing stuff with riding. You know what I mean?
2 wheels, bro.
Belong on a bike. Yeah. But no shit, I love fucking everything about moto. So
So what are
I'm
you
making
trying to
it
do?
happen.
What is your goal with Hardwired Moto?
I'm still trying to figure out like specifics really. Right now I'm kind of seeing what, gets legs and goes on its own. right now it's just mostly the media, the videos, and just sharing everything I think is awesome about the sport. You know, trying to help people. I'd like to teach people how to ride. I've already taught a handful of people just like friendly things, but just show people everything that's involved with moto other than just riding. Like you see riding videos everywhere, but I kind of like the whole lifestyle behind it and just everything that's kind of involved behind the scenes, the places it takes you, working on the bikes, and just
So
just the good, just how cool it is, everything about it. You know, you moto, and then even some mountain bike, the street stuff, just everything on a motorcycle. I think is cool. I'm just kind of keeping the positive side of it. I want to shine a light on all the positives.
I'm glad you think working on them is cool.
Say what?
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I said I'm glad you think working on the bikes is cool.
Yeah, but like it is, and I still do. Even like I just had this all tore apart, and I sit back and look. I'm like, I still like doing this. Like as an adult, you get in on time crunch, so you're like, crap, I don't want to do this right now. Like, oh god damn it, I gotta clean my filter. I gotta, tear the shocks off. I just tore all the linkage off of this 12 to check all the bearings and whatever. And it's like, damn it, I got to do that. But like once I was into it, and luckily I had a schedule where I'm not like super crunched on time, I'm like, this is still kind of fun. So that's why I try to. I hesitate on it. I was actually going to ask you guys your opinion because I literally have a note there, some videos to make that are working on the bike, and I'm like, do people even want to see this? But I'm trying to make videos. I'm trying to make videos of working on the bike that are actually still like fun to watch. Like, you see like tech tips and people are like, so this is how you change your brake pads and you take this bolt off. And then I want to put some music on there, some cuts, have it,
No.
like just a little bit.
No. You need that.
No.
It needs to be 13 minutes long of you just going, so here I am under the bike. You got your 17 millimeter.
It's like you gotta give your opinion about why they made it the way they did, and all this like lead up, and then like how you do it.
Yeah, but see, that's exactly what I watched some other videos, and I'm just like, this is really boring. And you guys be the judge. I try to keep my videos from doing that. I know I ramble a lot on some, and I have like a lot of talking. I try to avoid that. I'm thinking of one particularly. I don't know how many of mine y'all watch, but the one where I almost ate shit. Like the first show back, I clipped the landing, and then so at the end of the video, I talk about it, and I'm like, man, I talked for so long, but I liked what I had to say. I want, if there's a few kids that are like just getting into it or wanting it, I want them to hear it. But it was like so hard because I'm like, God, I'm talking for so long. Like I don't want to get boring. But
let's pull one up.
Yeah. So I'm trying to avoid that because I want to stick to the point and be entertaining. Because you watch videos and you're like, what is this guy talking about? Why is he still going on about this? I just kind of want to be like, here's this. Here's how you do it. And, make the clips entertaining enough. So, split it up with some music.
So which one do you want to pull up?
Oh, shoot, I don't know. I was thinking a minute ago, the backflip one, since we were just watching that about flipping the first time.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all watch the one where I flipped for the first time again?
I did.
I kind of like how that came together.
Good.
And I was so pumped, even more than I thought I would be. Just after that came around the first time, dude, it just felt so good.
How long had it been in between?
Like 5 years.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you went.
I went my last flip. The clip that I dub in on that video of the no hand flip. I think that flip was literally my last flip. And if it was the last jump of that competition, it might have very well been the last jump I did on a metal ramp. in 4 years. So then I went 4 years, and that's literally where the vlog started. Is my first time hitting a ramp after 4 years.
What type of dog is that? Is that a blue heeler or a red heeler?
It's a red heeler, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think we talked about that.
Is this the right video?
Yeah, we did a little bit. It's pretty cool. This is the foam pit.
Hey.
Yeah, that's me going to the foam pit. And I got hurt in the foam pit. I was so pissed off.
Did you say it's Vince's foam pit?
Yeah.
Brigade or...
Technically, it's his like old foam pit. Somebody else lives there now, but the pit's still there, and he's cool about it. I don't know if he wants a shout out or whatever, but Andy, super cool dude, helped me out there.
Put his address on here. So people...
Yeah, let's dox him.
Just...
Put
Yeah, I'm not gonna make that mistake. I talk too much. I overshare things, but I know better than to fucking do that.
What the fuck is going on here?
Well, yeah, what's going on in the truck, bro? Jorel?
We're road tripping, so we're probably... right now, I'm just talking. Oh, see, now we're just being silly.
I see you got 275 AC.
Yeah, you're being silly, all right.
Yeah, that's what you do on road trips. What? You see I got a what?
You got 275 AC. 2 windows down, 75 miles an hour.
Oh, yep. That truck, you might even have seen that truck. That's still the same truck I've ever had. That's the only truck I've owned. Still the same truck.
Then I've seen it, Jorel.
How much does that hurt?
Well, I remember doing a lot with you, like, out of town. I might not have been in my truck. I might have been with, like, Javier or something.
Out of town where? I came down and rode 3 Palms and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro.
But yeah, hopefully I'll update tomorrow. Or not oh my god, I'm being stupid. See, look, I had a few sips of beer and now I can't even talk right.
That's why I said you just need to have 4 sips.
You're not fit
Next
to work
year.
on fucking
Airboats.
Yeah. Airboats.
I'm finally gonna upgrade my truck next year though. This is what I say. I live in a toy hauler. That's what I'm in right now. I live full time in my toy hauler, and I don't have a truck to pull my toy hauler that I live in.
Why didn't you?
I think it's
why didn't
kind of
you fluff up all the foam like into the middle of the pit?
Cause I was too in a hurry, and if I would have, I probably wouldn't have pulled the muscle in my arm like I did.
Yeah, like how deep is that? 10 feet?
Yeah, I was just totally, I'm like, oh, I'm going to come wheels down. I was confident enough that I was going to be wheels down, and I'm like, I'm just going to fucking do it. Because I got there like 3 hours later than I wanted to. I wanted to be there at like 8.
Did you blow straight through to the fucking ground?
Pretty much. I mean, it didn't feel that bad. But look at me. Like somebody else pointed out, this is how I am. Like I get... So, like, I guess I was just focused on rotating. Like, all right, go. I just need to do the flip. There's the foam pit. Cool, you're safe. Pull and get your rotation done so you can go to dirt. That was my frame of mind. And I didn't, like, set up good enough for the foam pit. Like, all right, let's fluff it up. Let's do this and that. I was just, like, making sure I get my rotation and all that. So I just went in there, and it was somebody else pointed out. They're like, look, you're, like, only waist deep in there. Like, look, you can see your seat sticking out of the thing. I'm like, yeah, damn. Probably should have fluffed that. And I just didn't. Because I was too impatient. I just wanted to get it done.
75 foot to fucking almost the ground.
Right through that.
What?
So you blasted right through that. It looked like you just came to a complete, like,
He's
total
standing.
stop.
He's standing there, like, with his bike.
Yeah, what? And then I pop right up. So it's literally handlebar deep. I guess, kind of irresponsible.
A little bit.
Well, fuck it.
I mean, it worked out in the end. I did, like you see, I had to wait 3 weeks. So I did that day, and it was 3 weeks later that my arm felt good enough to actually ride again. And then that was the day I went out and I flipped to dirt. at home at my own spot.
Yeah, so what hurt your arm? Landing like a ton of
That
bricks.
Yeah, just coming to a complete stop so fast. It was a perfect rotation, and I just go in there, and I just hear as I like compress down. I even felt like like just something kind of, I guess, like a rip. It sounded terrible and it hurt like a bitch. So it happened once. The second flipping the foam, I pulled something. I was like, oh crap. You know, like if you watch the video, you hear me like, oh, that hurt my arm. But I just waited a few minutes and then I went and flipped again. But again, I don't know, mind game or not. I did a slow rotation on the next flip. So I'm like, oh, was that because of my arm or not? Well, I got to flip one more time now to make sure I rotate good.
And after jumping
go
in
to
there
dirt.
twice, you didn't fluff the pit up still? You never fluffed
No.
the pit.
I never fluffed it. I thought it looked like it was piled enough in the middle.
He's gonna go
You're
walk.
making me feel
I can
extra
tell
stupid
you,
right now.
I can tell
I know.
you, there wouldn't have been any foam touching the front fence in that fucking foam pit if I was jumping into it.
Yeah.
For sure. I'd have stacked it like a landing.
Well, which is why I was gonna go over there and help someone else too. And one of the big things I'm like, yeah, I do. I want to go and help them and make sure they don't make the few little mistakes that I made. And the main thing being is fluff the freaking foam pit.
Yeah.
Because I probably wouldn't have hurt my arm. So I wanted to go over there and help them fluff it. And all
This is in
that stuff.
Arizona?
Yeah, I was just too blurred. I just wanted to get it done. And I was hoping to get it. I wanted to have flips knocked out in the pit before noon so that I could go and flip to dirt and go home that day or that weekend flipping to dirt. I'm just like, let's go. I just get it done. And I was pretty confident, so I just went for it. And yeah, then it
And then this is
didn't
you.
fluff it. So yeah, that's me being all pissed off because I went to play it safe.
That now you can't ride for however long because you didn't take an extra hour to fluff the fucking pit up.
Exactly.
That's lesson, kids.
And that's how I feel right there. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, spend the extra time and fluff the foam pit.
Yo, that's what happens when
Don't
you
be
get
dumb.
old and you hurt yourself, and then you go, I will never do that again.
Yeah.
Dude, the whole pit
Yeah.
is like, it looks like the foam, this is from this video, foam blocks look dry as fuck out in the middle of Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
They're
How
baking.
dusty were they when you blew through there? Was there just dust in your
All in the lungs.
face? Yeah.
All in the lungs. Definitely not the healthiest thing, but functional.
Dude,
I mean,
foam
you got the
blocks
job.
are
If I would have
crazy.
fluffed it, it would have been.
It's crazy how they disappear though. Like, because I bet you a year ago that pit was fucking like 3 times higher than it is now. Cause that's
Just-
how,
Yeah, do they just like dissolve away?
I don't
Because
know.
I know
what,
like Chuck's pit,
same
I know
thing.
they all like compacted in Chuck's pit.
Is that what it is? They compact, like, but then we fluff it up. How does it not go back? By the time that the last time I went to was it kind of full when you and I rode there? Why the hell would I go back and jump into a pit again?
I mean, when I got there, like when I first went to Chuck's the first time, it was already like, it looked like it was only half full, pretty much. But
Yeah,
what
the
we did is
front
just
was
pile them all to a
pushed back.
pile. Like
Yeah.
the whole first part of the pit was all the way to the bottom.
Okay,
We
yeah.
just had everything pushed and piled up. And like what they were saying is that everything just gets compacted after jumping so many times. And you'd really have to go all the way to the bottom and pull the compressed blocks up to get everything back to normal. Not saying a whole half of his foam pit was compacted. I assume something else might happen to him also, but
I think that they deteriorate.
I've heard that they just compact, and that's what happens. What makes
Yeah.
them like get smaller.
Maybe, but every pit I've ever seen does that. Every fucking
Yeah.
one. Travis's, you'd have to constantly add more foam because you'd be there and it would be heaping over the top. And then the next time you go there, it's like 3 feet below.
Yeah. I would assume some dissolve, like the blocks get smaller so they don't take up as much space. But then I'm sure most of it probably does compact. Because think of how hard that'd be to uncompact it if it's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, like a big machine arm or something to like pull it up. That's interesting. Science, man.
It was kick. Yeah, but I mean, that'd have been better because I probably could have just flipped dirt that weekend. But at least I'm flipping now. Because that's what happened the first time. That's why I pushed out with you. My brain doesn't just go for shit. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
I'm not the type to be like, just hook it.
That's what you did.
I'm not like, just hook it.
That's what you did into the foam pit. You got there. You didn't even prepare.
But it's a foam pit.
It's a foam pit that wasn't properly set up.
It was fine. If I would have landed upside down, I'd have been fine.
No, you wouldn't have. You hurt your arm landing on your wheels. You hurt your arm. I would have been fine. You hurt your arm landing on your wheels. You think that you would have come out of that better had you landed upside down than if you landed on your wheels?
Chuck's foam pit, I would have been fine. This foam pit, I'd be hurting. I'd be alive. I'd be okay, but I'd be hurting.
Scooting around.
I landed upside down.
You landed upside down in a dusty ass foam pit.
Hopefully not, but my mind felt safe, and so it worked.
Well, if this is a suspension, you fucked up your arm. Exactly. Upside down, your back was just coiled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Could have wrote it out.
Could have wrote it out. But, that's what happened at Chuck's, though. Chuck's wasn't that bad. That's why I hooked it into the pit, because at least I felt like I'd be fine if I landed upside down. But dirt, that was a whole other ball game. I couldn't commit to that. I think it took me a year and a half. I think it was a year and a half later, I finally pulled back to a big mulch pile at 3 Palms.
Did you continue to do it into the pit, or once that got set up, did you do it in the pit and then go there, or was there like a big gap between you doing it into the pit and there?
Honestly, I can't remember for sure. I think there's a decent gap. If I had access to his pit, I'm sure I was in his pit at least the week of. Again, because I don't think I would just huck it after so long if I have access to a pit.
Yeah.
So I probably did a few jumps in the pit, but then I hooked it to the mulch pile at 45 feet on the super kicker. And then the next day I did it at 60 feet in the morning, and I pulled it back to 75 like real soon after that. Like as soon as I did it, I landed it at 60, if I'm remembering right. Remember when 3 Palms had that flat tabletop jump?
Yeah.
It was like 75 feet, but it had like a freaking 50-foot deck.
Yeah, but it was rock hard.
But that's the one I flipped to, and I did that at 60, and then I just did it like immediately. I did like 2 or 3 flips, and then pulled it back 65, did a few more flips, pulled it back to 70, and stopped when I was at like 72, 75, whatever the norm was.
You're a really good technical rider. Like you always have been. Did you race a bunch growing up or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up racing. Like 13, I think I did my first race. Yeah, I was 13 when I did my first race, and we did pretty heavily. I never made it pro or nothing. I think you were pro, weren't you? Or at least A class?
No, I had a pro license for a little while.
Yeah, I never made it there. I just did Gold Cup Series, Mini-O's, like all the Florida races.
Yeah.
I was like a top 5 C rider at those races.
Huh.
So like I was decent, like a lot of those guys. If you're at Mini-O's and like Gold Cup C class is decent.
I think they're too fast.
But
especially now.
There's a lot of sandbaggers.
Dude, I watch kids and I'm like, how is this kid riding around in the novice class? What the fuck is going on here?
Dude, it's even worse now, apparently, from when I was growing up.
Yeah.
You know, you got your sandbaggers. They're like a mid-pack or better B rider, but they ride C-class so they can win. Well, this dude, so my buddy, Miney Smith, he just started racing, and he took, I think it was like 7 years off or whatever. He didn't have a bike. And real cool, he decided to start racing again. But he just did the Mini O's, I think, or it was a Gold Cup. I think it was the last round of the Gold Cup in Florida at Gatorback. And he's racing C-Class, right? He's like, dude, he was battling. He was kind of bummed. Like, he was happy enough because he doesn't have a lot of time on the seat, but he was bummed. He was battling for 18th.
Yeah.
Like, way back there in 18th. But this dude he was battling with for 18th place in the C-Class had, like, a rig. Like, multiple bikes and a mechanic. And, like, it was, like, almost like factory setup for the C-Class.
Isn't that the C-Class story? Somebody's just
I don't know, man,
they got a
but,
lot of money. I knew a bunch of kids that were like, dad had a lot of money, wished the kid was a motocross pro, but it just wasn't happening, dude. Like,
yeah, and that's, yeah, they just do it, I guess, because they want to.
Because the dad
It's kinda
has
sad.
money. The dad has money. He wants the kid to do it. So he dumps all this money into it. I mean, I had dudes I used to print their jerseys. And the kid had the sickest setup, like you said, couple bikes. And I think at that point we were riding, 125 and 250. And he had like two of each, like hooked up. And they had this big ass motorhome with a sick trailer on it and stuff. And I just printed like their name and number on their jerseys. But I was like, fuck, dude.
And, yeah, but what class?
C
Is it
class.
another, like, C class? It was
No,
C-
maybe he was
class
in the B
crazy.
class. Maybe he was in the B class. I don't know. I think there were two brothers. I think the one brother was kind of fast, B class, and the other brother was like novice. Like not doing well in the novice class.
Yeah. My last race that I did was B class, and I was like mid-pack. I started pulling, I did, like, each moto was better, and I was kind of pumped because my bike was running like shit. I learned, like, after the first motos.
Do you mean this race you just did?
No.
Okay.
No, this one, technically it was B class. It was intermediate. If I wasn't so out of shape, I could compete for the win in that class, I think, in GP.
This is, so GP, you mean, is it like a off-road type of race?
Yeah. And it's the only one, like, I never did that growing up. I always just raced motocross.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this shit goes, like, kind of through the town here. It's kind of cool. It crosses roads.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll ride on some of the roads and then cut back onto the dirt. There's a little, well, it's not really enduro cross anymore. It was last year. But a little section in a field actually right next to where I have my ramp. And then it shoots out into the desert a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And it'll make like a half a lap around a motocross track that's right here.
Yep.
And then it shoots to the desert, another like the other half of the motocross track lap, and then more desert. And there's a section like you climb over a bunch of like chewed up road, like an asphalt, a bunch of chewed up like rocks that you climb over. And one lap, the lap time was 15 minutes.
This sounds like off-road riding in New Jersey. Rock piles.
I don't know New Jersey, but
rock piles, and then you cross the road, and then you like hit a little mini track in the woods, and then you cross another road and go down the railroad tracks and buy yourself a pizza pie.
sounds like it. Did they have races like that out there, or is that just like trail ride? What you did?
Yeah, another little sand pit. Do a little couple laps there. No, yeah, that's just it. You rode.
Talk shit to you halfway through.
Yeah,
Sorted out.
Free riding, bro, in New Jersey, man.
I did that a little bit. There's some pretty dope spots up there with Mark Jordan.
I was just gonna say,
He showed me around. Yeah, Moto Pimp.
There's that one pit, and that's kind of it.
That's kind of it?
That's the free riding in New Jersey.
His real name is confidential, Jorel. You should know this.
He's just strictly
crap.
Moto Pimp.
You just doxed him.
Oh, crap. No, well, see, you did. I could have been talking about another guy.
We're gonna have to go back
you blew
and we're gonna have to go back and edit it out.
But
Okay.
we won't.
We should, but we won't.
We won't.
Well, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I'm sorry, Moto Pimp.
AKA Mark Jordan says Jorel Bermudez. We don't know
That's
if
not true, though. I see his name too often. That's not a secret.
No, it's a total secret. Nobody.
I feel because that kind of shit gets to me.
He's from New Jersey, and you fly the airboat around the world with the sun. Around
Hey,
the
you know what I'm super worried about? Like with the whole like doing vlogs and the videos all the time. I fear that I'm gonna piss someone off. Like I always try to ask. I'm like, all right, this place is a secret. Like, is it cool if I film here and this and that? Like, what do I say? That's my only fear in doing all that stuff is that
everybody's so
somebody will at least think that I'm gonna do that. You know, think I'm gonna rat them out. But then I want to make sure I actually don't.
Whenever you do that, just make sure the whole time at the bottom of the video you post GPS coordinates to where you're at. That way everybody
yeah.
Everyone knows not to go there.
Yeah.
If you put the coordinates on it, then you're just like, listen, hey guys.
I told them not to.
Yeah, don't come and ride
This
here.
is where it is. Avoid this area.
This is the place not to ride. These jumps that I've marked on these GPS coordinates, longitude and latitude, all right, are to be preserved for me because I built them. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, because I wonder how. I don't feel like it's like that big a deal, and especially like, I don't know. I guess I'm starting to get 100 subscribers this month. What? But people would really like. Oh, look, that's where that is. Let's go there. Like, I wonder, is there really people? Would it even affect it? But I definitely don't want to rat out people's spots.
If people started, haven't you had spots shut down because, like, we always had spots where it'd be like a quarry and you start riding and then you'd get a nice track going and then, you know, somebody would tell somebody and eventually they get shut down and then you'd wait a couple months and go back and.
Yeah.
Which to tell you the truth, like, I fucked up when I was trying to do the vacation thing and do the, hit some, like, take people free riding out there because I posted the names of the canyons, which to me, I thought, it didn't dawn on me that you could actually, like, look up the canyon on maps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why.
So that happened? You made videos of it?
Well, I didn't put, like, I just said that if you did one of these vacations, you could ride those spots. And then, you know, got all...
So they just went and ride the spots?
No. Well, here's the thing, like, they've been in every fucking motocross movie. Like, everybody knows the names of those canyons. I don't know. I didn't think... I was like, the word's already out, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. If I lived anywhere out there, whether I knew the people or not, I'd probably be riding stuff. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bro, would you have a shovel and like a water pack on your back?
Yeah.
Squirting it, building lifts, and then
I'd be shoveling shit
out.
Listen.
Everybody out that's not in your crew, dude. It's so clicky out there. It seems like.
I'm 150% sure that if I lived somewhere where there was hills that steep, I would have been shoveling the fuck out of them my whole life. 150%. Like,
dude, my backyard's a cornfield, and my neighbor, the quad rider, has been ripping it up, and now we're gonna get busted flat tracking in the cornfield. I'm like, hey, I feel like the California guy. I'm like, you can't fucking do that. You gotta go away from the houses. Go away. But they don't listen. And I don't even have my shovel. Just ripping.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, my backyard is a mountain full of rocks, so
Yeah.
you're not doing shit.
Why aren't you riding Ericsburg, you pussy?
I know, because it wasn't fun to me. I was like, I can climb the mountain. Don't worry about that. But it's not necessarily my first.
You don't want to smash your
choice.
pipe and your frame up?
Yeah, exactly. I was sponsored by Works Enduro Rider, and they were always trying to do I'm like friends with some of the guys, and they're always like, come ride in the woods, come ride in the woods. And I was always like, listen, I like my rims and my pipe. I don't want to ride in as fun as it sounds with my motocross suspension just deflecting off all the rocks and roots here. Other than that, it sounds really fun, you know?
Yeah.
I think, dude, like this GP was a blast for me. I like all that trail riding, and I like to enduro cross and whatever. But what I'm gonna do, think about like, especially after doing this GP, this was gonna be my race bike, the 12. I already talked about that. But now what I want to do is I'm gonna get an older freaking like KX250 two-stroke, and I'm gonna race that thing. And they're so cheap to maintain. So like whatever I mess up, like whatever, I'll be able to fix it. I can run the crap out of it, put a top end on it for $100.
Get a Yamaha.
Keep going.
Or
Nah, man.
Yeah, don't.
Team Green. I gotta stay Team Green.
Kawasaki.
I'm gonna get like 05.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, 03 and 04.
He's gonna get
I heard
a
the 03 and 04
15-year-old
have the
bike.
good suspension.
He's gonna get himself a
Yeah.
15-year-old bike.
I'll get myself a 15-year-old bike. It actually looks like there's a handful. Well, I mean, you don't know how many. They're like fresh top end and fresh bottom end. You don't know if it was really done or not, but like $2,000 I could pick one up for. Whatever I gotta fix on it, I can fix on it. Like it's not for $2,000. You're not spending shit.
He works on fucking airboats, bro.
For $2,000.
He works on airboats, bro. He'll fix whatever.
Yeah, true. Flying over China, he can pick up.
I love airboats. I love the airboat thing. But
it sucks.
Dude, I'm talking on these 4-strokes.
I'm bummed that there's a thing known as an airboat because the picture in my head is a boat like flying.
That's exactly what it is. Jorel will tell you that's confidential or classified.
I can't confirm nor deny what you're asking me right now. No, I will be clear. I promise I don't work any secret stuff. Like, I don't know that shit.
That's what
I
everybody...
don't do that type of shit.
That's what everybody...
That's exactly what they would say.
That's exactly what people that work secret shit say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they would say. Whatever.
You're in the Navy, right?
Maybe. At this point.
It's like, what mob?
Almost that SEAL.
Hey, what mob? What are you talking? What are you talking about?
SEAL Team 6, Member 7. What's that all about?
I want to change my rate from working on airplanes to just ride dirt bikes for the Navy. Maybe I could go full time sooner if they let me do that. Yeah. What do you think my odds are? I mean, they got like monster trucks. They sponsor X Games.
Yeah, they spend a lot of money on things that we don't need.
I need to find a guy to talk to and just start riding for them.
So just ride around the desert. Well,
if anybody will be persistent and talk fast enough, it's you, Jorel.
You know, you're making me realize, like, you telling the story about the flip, like the day from that video. I didn't realize, like, I know I talk a lot of shit now.
Dude,
and,
that's
like,
why
I like giving people shit and talking shit, but I didn't realize how much I did back then.
That's why when you didn't flip, dude, we were fucking dying. We were like, God, this guy, we had to listen to this guy for 4 fucking days, and now he's like not gonna flip.
Oh man, what was the timeline? Because like, didn't I went from the pit bike to 75 in the pit, and I thought it was
Within
the one
fucking
day.
like 2 days, yeah.
Who was all down
Was
there?
it 2 days?
It was not very long.
I've been telling everybody one day, and so if I was wrong, sorry,
I mean, maybe
Dylan,
it was
and
one day.
people watching.
Maybe it was
But-
one day. But I feel like
I-
you were in the pit at least 2 days.
Yeah, okay.
So
We
I
probably
don't
kept
know.
doing it before we went to dirt.
Maybe we got to, well, because I was already flipping like my ramp at whatever, like 68 or whatever the hell. And then I went right to Chuck's at 75 because I had already been
So
flipping.
now, as I said, I like to talk shit now. I didn't know I did then, but now it's coming out again. So you were flipping already. Then why the hell were you in the foam pit again?
Because.
How long? Well, how long went by?
Well, listen to why. Listen to why.
Call you out?
Listen to why.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Yeah, listen to why. Originally, when I started to flip, I would leave my finger on my clutch, and I was engaging my clutch as I was starting to pull. So I could rev the throttle as hard as fucking humanly possible and rip the shit out of it, and I would just barely come around. So I went to, after I crashed doing the double grab, I smashed my thigh, it blew up like, I measured it was 3 inches bigger than my other thigh. That was on the first day I ever flipped was on Thanksgiving in 2006. I flipped for 3 days at my own place. I crashed doing a double grab. The next spring, because I had a winter tour, so I was like, I'm not even going to mess with it because then John will be waving money in front of my face to try and flip some sketchy ass ramp to ramp setup inside on concrete with walls on either end. So I'm like,
At 45 feet?
Exactly, whatever, 60 feet. So like, I'm just going to wait until spring. So spring, I went to Travis's house. I was like, I'm going to flip into the pit like 3 times. I'm going to flip into the pit. Sorry, whoever has headphones on. I'm going to flip into the pit like 3 times. And then I'm going to go to dirt. And I hit it like twice. And Travis goes, is your clutch slipping? And I said, no. And he goes, could you be engaging your clutch? And I said, that's very possible. And he goes, because you know how when people come off the ramp, their bike goes, wing! I said, yeah. He goes, yours goes, ah. And I'm like, okay. He goes, do exactly what you did, but take your finger off of the clutch. And I did a flip and a half and landed on my fucking back. So then I spent the next like couple of months trying to convince myself, like, because I was only hitting pits. I was 4 or 5 hours from here is Travis's pit, and then, or maybe I'd already lived in Georgia or something. So Travis's pit was like 11 hours or 10 hours, and Chuck's pit was like 12 hours. And I went to Kenny Bartram's too. So I'd only like hit one for like I'd ride it in the evening. I'd get there in the afternoon, I'd ride it in the evening, I'd ride it in the morning, and then I'd leave. So I did that for a couple of times, a couple of months, and figured out, like, got myself to where I could flip good. I had it down without my finger on the clutch. And then I went to Chuck's and did it a final time, and then went to dirt.
Gotcha.
So I had to spend months.
That's a lot of work.
I had to teach myself to not rip the shit out of it. So I kind of flip weird. Like I run, normally I'll run into the belly of the ramp and pull. And when I, or like, and jump. But when I flip, I look all the way at the very tip of the ramp and I run my throttle. So like, instead of staring at the belly and trying to compress, I would look at the top and I would just ride like kind of like a flatter throttle and just pull it around.
Yeah. I notice, I feel like I just dial in the jump regular, and I think I even let off a little bit when I flip. Like sometimes I might let off a little bit, just like you would staying straight.
Yeah.
But I brap it right back on. It's like a run. Like, I don't know, I noticed that about myself, and I was like, wow, it's kind of weird, but I feel like it makes it consistent for different pops. Because I pretty much do the same thing as jumping regular.
Yeah.
I just pull. So my body's dialed in, to let off a little bit. So I think I kind of still almost let off a tiny bit. But once I get the snap, it wraps right back on. No, like going up the ramp. Because like the set for a trick, I kind of, you let off like right up the tip and you start, moving out to your trick.
But you hit it exactly.
That's how I do it.
You hit it exactly like you do and shut off at the top and flip and don't come up short.
I noticed just some videos I watched, like editing that video, I can kind of hear the bike start letting off just a little bit.
Right, but you got to...
And then it comes right back on. It comes right back on, though.
Why would you shut off on the ramp and then do you get back on it in the air or you get back on it at the end of the ramp?
No, just right on the snap. That's what it sounds like I'm doing. Because in my head, I'm literally doing the same thing. All right, here's the rhythm of the jump. Here's the rhythm. All right, and just instead of staying forward and centered on the bike, right at the end, like right after you belly out, that's when I just pop back to flip. And I just noticed when I'm editing it, I kind of hear the bike, instead of staying and getting louder, it kind of like lets off a little bit sometimes. And then, but right as my wheel's coming off, I still get that little run. It's like I just have a little, like almost a stutter or whatever. It's kind of, I don't know, I just noticed it watching videos.
Well, that sounds
Because
like...
in my head, I do the same thing, except I just pull back.
Yeah, so that's just a panic grab, though, if you're already off the fucking ramp, man.
Well, pretty much. But it helps you.
Yeah, of course.
It's just a brap. So I guess all I need is that little brap.
But you don't come up shorter. Whenever I flipped, I would be like 4 feet shorter than if I jumped it straight.
Nah, 4 feet?
Yeah, because I would always hang up. If I went the exact same speed, like, so if I jumped it the same way, jumping straight, and greased the landing, and then pulled, because once you start to pull, I feel like that last, however long your bike is, 8.5 feet, that throttle is now spinning you versus pushing you forward
instead
anymore.
of going up. Yeah, no. I haven't had that issue.
I think Jorel is just one of those guys that doesn't think about stuff like that because he just does it, and he has
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because not that I'm gonna do it, but if I was to, listening to YouTube goofballs would fuck me all up. Because Clint's like, nah, Jorel's like, no, don't even worry about it. Just flip, just pull pull into 2.5 feet of foam, and you got it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You gotta go faster.
Man,
that's a
I
very good.
feel like I play it safe all the time, and you guys are really making me feel like maybe I am a little bit more nuts than I think I am.
That was a very good depiction of it, Nick, because that's like Slade.
I would land 10 feet past the landing on my ass if I listen to you two guys. I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna go a little faster. I'm gonna yank hard. Don't worry about it. And then just back landing. The flat.
No, I would never steer you wrong like
go
that.
walking because I don't listen to you guys.
I would never steer
that's
you
the
wrong.
thing. I noticed one. We'll see. Hopefully he's watching. I sent him the link for this. Joff Gaskin is who I got to ride. So my first show back after the 4 years, 5 years from doing shows, I did a show with Travis, and it was Travis and Joff. And he's definitely one of those riders. Like I noticed, he's real detailed, and he pays attention to so many things, like the specific gap. He likes to ride right at this gap. His suspension dialed this way. He knows this ramp has a little more kick here. I'm gonna pull this different. Whatever, just details. You know what I mean? And I'm more like, oh, yep, there's the ramp. It's at this. All right, cool. And I just jump it. I'm like, oh, that kicks a little more. And I adapt. And watching him and hearing how he thinks versus mine, and then a little sloppy, like, again, I've learned too. I'm like, I kind of I get a little wild, and I'm like almost comfortable getting a little wild.
So what's the difference? Does he adjust his bike?
No, I didn't see him adjusting his bike. Like, he didn't adjust it to the ramp, but we were just kind of talking about, like, bike setup and whatever, and how, like, ever since doing freestyle, I hardly ever fuck with clickers or, like, suspension. I set it, and then I learned how to ride on that setting.
Set it and forget it. It doesn't matter. It's freestyle.
Pretty much, but with him, I'm like, man, I should pay more attention to these details, and I'd probably be a better rider. I'd be a little more consistent at certain things. But yeah, I really have the style of just feeling it out and adapting.
Do you ride
it just comes from moto, I feel like.
You have to have
Not anymore.
When did you get freestyle suspension?
What are you talking? Like, I just got these bikes hooked up. Like, I have one ride on the 19 on the freestyle suspension, but before, I'd say half of the time I was riding. You know, I rode full time for like 5 years. Probably like, let's say 2 years in is when I finally got freestyle suspension from Factory Connection, and I was like, oh my God, why did I wait so long? It was like a whole new bike. I felt so much better.
People don't get suspension, and I'm like, dude,
I never had freestyle suspension.
You are
dude,
light,
you're missing
but
out.
Still, it would have been so much better.
Yeah, it just makes things so much better.
I had suspension a couple times when I was racing, but this bike, like the 2 bikes I had that I did freestyle on, or 3, were totally stock. I just cranked them up a little bit, and I'm light, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how often did you get them serviced?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Whatever. It worked. I just felt like I didn't like my stuff being fucked with. I'm just like, I'll just figure this out. Whatever it is, I'll just ride it.
You were doing yourself
such
a disservice.
Also, I was a freestyler, so I was fucking broke.
I don't know if you could say that. I feel like freestylers versus like racers, like I guess racers, a lot of times you're racing because I guess your family has money, maybe. And the freestylers broke because they're doing it on their own. But like again, trying to do that race, dude, racing is so much more expensive. Like you're so much more broke if you race, I feel like. You gotta spend so much money.
For sure.
The 1 year I had a 450 and a 250F, I had my suspension done on both bikes. And it was like, I felt like I was fucking cool. Because I had 2 bikes, they both had suspension done. And it was nice, and it made a difference. But no other time did I ever hit a pipe or fucking anything.
Yo, your freestyle...
You're talking racing, right?
Your freestyle...
Freestyle, anything. I just never did anything to them.
Your freestyle career would have been so much more enjoyable if you had suspension. For sure.
It was pretty enjoyable.
For sure. For sure. Being able to go a little long and not fucking just blow your fucking feet and wrists apart.
Yeah, but I always rode out of going long. The only time I fucked up on that was Guyana, and that was that 450 with fucking race suspension.
Yeah, probably fucking some gay-ass soft race suspension.
Probably for some fat dude that weighed 100.
That went slow as a fucking turtle.
The pig.
That went slow as a turtle.
Some obese dude that weighed 151 pounds. That's who that suspension was for.
4 feet tall. 151 pounds? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying there.
You're the obese pig.
It was done for a race guy who was severely heavier than me, I guarantee it. Unless they're Guyanese and they were like starving.
What do you weigh?
$135, $140.
Oh my god.
Consistent.
Wow, really? How tall are you?
5'10".
Wow. Well, see, no, because I'm 5'6", and right now I'm 147, and I'm like, Jesus, I'm like ill. I need to put on weight.
Dude, you're a fat pig. Okay, I'm a fat pig right now.
No, I need to put on. I like being 155, and I'm under 150 right now. I'm like, wow, that's way too skinny. So that's why I was asking that. But wow, you're skinny, dude.
Yeah, I am skinny. It works.
That's crazy.
But like even when I was doing, I did like CrossFit for a while. I actually ate well and stuff. The fattest I ever was like 145, and that's when I was in college and just eating Arby's every day. I wasn't doing
The fattest you ever was?
Yeah, that was
You're either skinny and light or you're fat.
yeah.
There's no muscle gain or anything like that.
We're basing this on America. Everybody's fucking.
Nick doesn't work out.
That's what I'm trying to bulk up a little bit now. Like literally, I just started trying.
5 times. I did one of these. I put it over my head, and I just was like, "That's exhausting." My crust was impressed. I threw it at the wall. I flexed. That was it. We were done.
You banged it.
It worked.
And another baby popped out, huh?
9 months later, yeah, that's the last time you worked
What's
out.
the next one's name?
Huh?
What's the next one's name? I want Sid. Like if I have another boy, I want Sid.
Sid?
Yeah, that seems like a cool name.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You don't like
One
it.
of Doug Cossy's friend's kid's name is Riker.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Riker?
Yeah.
But there's a bar around here called Riker's Tab, and it's a
Sweet.
shithole bar. I want to name my kid after like a really shitty bar.
That's
Only
terrible.
because you're there.
I don't even like. It's not even that kind of cool shit. It's just some old biker guy's divorced and lives above his house bar.
Sick.
He serves.
There's above his house.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, you want to drink in my living room?" And then young people come in, he kicks them out.
I love the sidebars you guys go on.
That's all. That's the whole thing.
That's why I watch this thing. I feel like I totally just zoned out. Like I'm on it now, and I just totally zoned out and just chilling, listening to you guys. Fucking bars and names and fat people.
You guys are gonna think
the whole.
you're gonna think I'm obese. I'm fucking 178 pounds.
Ah,
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, you're fat.
5'10".
My dad's getting ketogenic. He just got down to 199 today.
Damn.
My face. He's like 199. I took my boots and my watch off. I'm good.
Now you know why. Now you know why I'm like I have to have suspension.
Oh, that is true. I got a buddy who's he wants to start jumping, and he's like 140.
Oh,
I'm
gross.
sorry. No. He's 240.
240.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Holy
yeah, because he's
fuck.
talking about like if he jumps the ramps, where I'm like, yeah, I didn't even think about that. If you weigh that much, you definitely need suspension.
He'll
Like
die.
that would be hell.
Dude, if he goes long,
Like-
he might be in a wheelchair.
Yeah, like I'm thinking me at freaking a
Just
buck
roll.
40, a buck 50. That shit sucks with stock suspension. I couldn't imagine being 100 pounds more.
Yo. I can tell you,
Terrible.
I lost when somebody told me to stop eating processed sugars. I totally stopped eating anything for a while. I lost 15 pounds in like 3 weeks of just fat.
Okay.
And
Just
my
from
bikes-
sugar.
Just from not eating sugar and basically looking at the ingredients of everything and not eating anything that had sugar or fructose or sucrose or any of those in the first 6 ingredients or 5. 6 or beyond is okay, but the first 5 can't have it.
Never okay.
Yeah.
But I lost 15 pounds in 3 weeks, and all of a sudden my bike suspension was stiffer and it was way faster. Like I was like, oh man, I can get over shit easier. So
Dude, that's
imagine,
why I'm wearing a 250F.
yeah, exactly. Imagine that's what I was gonna say. From me to you, Nick. What did you say you weigh? 135.
Yeah.
So what am I? 40 pounds heavier than you?
Oh,
Holy
gross.
shit.
Fat shame. Ew.
But you're fit though, right? Clint, like you stay healthy. You're working out and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
I'm.
That's like pretty fit weight.
I'm a little fat right now. I'm 11% body fat because I've been drinking a bunch of beer at comedy mics, but
I'm
Yeah.
22% body fat. So
I look forward to it. I need to go to one of your comedy shows. That'll be funny.
yeah, I want to get in to do some moto stuff. I think it would be funny to do some motocross jokes and stuff about fucking crashing and shit like that. Like, stuff that normal people don't get. I can't tell any of that stuff because I even had a joke like people would go, have you ever, jumped your motorcycle high? And I'm like, it's not rocket science, like,
an
of
idiot.
course.
Yeah.
But nobody likes that joke.
You know what you should work on? Comedy's like super popular now. If X Games comedy night or whatever at their next, like, you know how they would spin it for their next weekend?
So what I've been thinking is to just plan shows adjacent to events like Supercross and whatever.
And pull everybody over.
Yeah, whatever you
That's
were just
fine.
talking about, and basically promote it online to those people and try to get them interested, or maybe just even start its own Facebook page.
That'd be cool.
What I'd really like to do is have a motorsports oriented show, have a couple other comedians that have ridden, like Jad Knox wants to be, he's talked
He's
about
fun.
wanting to do comedy.
Yeah.
Patrick Stevens, he's a street biker. I've actually reached out to him just on Instagram.
That'd be pretty neat.
So if I had a couple of people like that have actually ridden on, and then we get just like a headliner or whatever from the area or something, and book a club right there and just advertise it as like a Supercross comedy show or something like that, and at least grow it with the community of Supercross, and so that people are aware of it when they go. I don't know. Maybe.
That could be. I feel like with obviously everybody, you get in your little talks and you laugh your ass off, just making fun of each other, riding and jokes. Like for a comedian, like that with the right delivery, I feel like that is like a whole nother aspect that you could have some moto people really laughing their asses off.
Because they would understand.
Writing material for that, and you have moto people there.
Right, and I would be able to say stuff that only they would get, and it would be funny. Like, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is saying jokes that people can relate to. And if you can say something that somebody goes, oh yeah, that is fucked up. Like I did notice that, or that does annoy me, or like.
Yeah.
And I obviously know dirt biking as good as anything in life, my life at least. So I can actually say jokes that are super, specific to that people would get. Like I said, I
think that'd be fun.
I've said little stuff and people have just stared at me.
I feel like it'd be tough. You could probably make some shit relatable.
No, I could definitely.
I would assume you do. Jokes. Like, there's still some shit that could play out, but I guess it'd be boring. Being a moto person, it'd be kind of boring to you, I guess. If they related enough, it'd be like super basic, so you're not that much fun, maybe.
What if they're
but
not?
I feel like there's some
people?
shit.
Well, that's what.
Just to make like moto-related jokes that the average public will get. I don't know.
That's not.
I'm not a comedian.
That's not going to happen. That's my point. You're gonna have to tell. I have a joke about being bald and stuff, and getting in shape. That stuff people can relate to. Normal people. I've said the most simple joke about moto or like jumping a bike or something like that, and at least I thought it was super basic, and the whole crowd just stared at me. And I was
that's the only joke I got. The bald and getting in shape, I didn't understand at all. But the moto, I got for a second.
Nobody else said
the only thing I've seen. So is there do you have shit posted to see your comedy? Because the only one I've seen is, I think it was something you promoted on Instagram about the strippers. It was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I've seen.
I need to do more jokes like that, throwaway jokes. I think there's a footage of my set at Halloween that I need to get because I told a good joke that basically the issue is posting jokes that I do over and over. That joke, that wasn't even a joke really. Somebody had mentioned strip clubs before. And I had told a story really. That wasn't even planned or anything. I don't tell that all the time. So I didn't care about burning that on the internet and having people see it.
Gotcha. Hey,
dude, I gotta go.
Fuck it.
I'm cashed.
Yeah?
What are you passing
Well,
out?
shit.
I'm
Fuck,
out.
are we going on 2 hours right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's standard.
I feel bad for my buddies at work.
Alright.
Well, they're watching.
Hey guys, can I leave and go shoot the shit with some friends for a little while?
Yeah, no, we're gonna all
Hey, man.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Nick's already asleep.
I can talk
Looks like
with my eyes open while I'm sleeping.
Alright. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Sorry I didn't say any of the sponsors, which is Two Wheels of Freedom, Stroker Industries, they have the Trigger. Do you have a regular gas can, Jorel?
A what?
A regular race jug?
No, I'm rocking the,
Matrix?
like auto parts stuff.
Oh.
The regular old ones you get at the auto parts places.
Oh, well, so the Stroker makes the Trigger, which is a self-venting push-button nozzle for your gas can. So you can just flip your can totally over and push the button. Which you need for your off-road races.
I think I've seen.
So you can speed
I've seen those.
You get up to 3 gallons per minute flow, bro.
Dang. That's like what? For a gallon and a half, is that like what? A 0.5 second? 1 second?
Yeah, let's keep it fast.
3 gallons per second.
Not so good at...
It'd be pretty fast.
3 gallons per minute.
Fast.
3 gallons per minute. Did I say second?
Just go with
No, that'd be like a 15-second fill up.
You would touch the button and your whole can would be empty into your fucking tank.
He's like, oh man, we should use these to fill the fighter jets.
Yeah, exactly. You can fill the fucking airboats.
With 5 gallons.
The guy that, one of the guys that owned the company is a Marine. He's a fucking Navy guy.
He was in it.
That's why he created them then, probably.
That's right.
Because there's got to be a more efficient way to fill these airboats.
Exactly.
Give me 105-gallon jugs.
And who do you get your gear through? Do you have canvas gear?
I don't have any gear. Well, I mean, I have gear. I don't have any gear sponsor.
You need canvas, bro.
Get your own
canvas gear.
Where do I go to get canvas?
CanvasMX.com. You can actually get 10% off by using the code FMXEast10.
Well, I'm going to CanvasMX.com then.
There, you can get
tomorrow.
You can get hardwired moto jerseys.
That could be good.
All
do
right.
they just do anything you want? Like they got like, hey, this and that, and they just do custom stuff.
If you want dildos all over your jersey, you can do it.
Dildos.
They do. Hey, we got Secret Santa coming up. That's a good idea.
Dildo jersey.
Well, I mean, maybe not specifically dildo jerseys, but
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. That sounds amazing for Nick for Chris. What?
Yeah, send it. I need some gear. I'll put duct tape all over it.
No.
What's on there?
You can't
you
can't cover the sponsor stuff, alright? If I get you a jersey, you have to run it as is. And I need pictures. I need pictures for the gram.
If you send me a sponsored jersey that I didn't have to buy, I'll fucking wear it.
Dude, I bought this from the site that made it, alright? I don't know what you want from me. What?
I mean, we love our fans. Alright.
Dude,
I'm out. This dog's trying to bite my beans.
you know who bought the shirt? The only shirt other than you and I? Danny
Who?
D. Wayne.
Damn it! Where's Danny G. Wayne? He thinks we're dead.
He probably does.
He's like, I haven't heard from Clint or Nick in months. They're dead.
He quit social media. Should have at least given us his phone number. Danny D. Wayne. If you
I'm gonna
see
send
this.
him Randy's dick pic.
Alright.
Just to let him know we're still alive.
We're just send him a dick pic of Randy's. Alright, people. Yo, next Tuesday I got my open mic again. But,
maybe it's a Dirty Wednesday.
So is the podcast gonna be a comedy show? Let's do
no.
2 Real Tuesday comedy show. Just prop your phone. It'll be
If
good.
anything,
Clint just puts me up in the crowd as a phone, and then I just heckle him.
if anything, I'll live stream it on the Comedy Collusion Facebook page.
Well, tag me in this.
All right.
Tag me in that shit.
All right.
Seriously, so I can follow.
All right.
Rules, Puerto Ricans.
Later, boys. Thank you, everybody.
All right, man. Hey.
Oh, I hung up. Hung up on him. My bad. My